more quality videos. Yeah, I'm back with another video, and today we are going to review an animated feature film that was in our hearts, Africans, that I recently realized it was not made in Africa. just recently. Talking about this animation gives me goosebumps because I was one of those kids who didn't want to go away from this animation because it fascinated me. It was thrilling, it was horrifying to me at that certain age, and it was like epic. It was epic. If as for now, 30 seconds into this video, you don't understand which animated film I'm talking about, it's called Kirikou. If you're a rich kid, you will not know what this animation is, but if you are from us who suffered out here, we used to get CDs, we used to buy CDs that had a collection of Kirikou, Sungura Mjanja, and Tom and Jerry. Yeah, that was one of the best times of our lives and animation times. So in this video I'm going to talk about this animation and the history, and I'm going to rate it. So stay tuned and let's get into the video.
Kirikou anasema ukweli. Ni lazima tujifunze kusamehe. Karaba hakumtafuna yoyote.
Kirikou was created back in 1988 by a guy called Michael Ocelot. The guy was called Michael Ocelot. It was originally made in France. Imagine, I didn't know that. Maybe some of you viewers knew that it was originally made in France, but when I watched it, it was in Swahili. So I can't say, like, I thought that it was from Tanzania or something, not Kenya, but Tanzania. But depending on the animations, yeah, it could have been from outside. I didn't think of that back then, but I just saw it. It was originally made in France, and Mongolia came afterwards. It was released as a feature film later in 1998. Imagine, just comment down there, when was the first time you saw Kirikou? Comment, please, comment down there. When was the first time you saw Kirikou? Because when I recall, the first time I saw Kirikou was back in 2012. 2011, there. I was not that young, but it was not in the 2000s. It was in the 2010s, right there. But we didn't know that this was made in 1998. It doesn't even look that old. I watched it recently. There's no Swahili version on YouTube, Netflix, nowhere. It's nowhere. Kenyans, put it out there. I want to see it. I can't watch an English version or a French version of it. It's not that interesting. I want to hear Mchawi Karaba. That thing scares me till today. I can't sleep without seeing those eyes. You know, so that's the history of Kirikou. The movie is based on the story of the movie is based on a boy called Kirikou, who actually was talking when he was in his mother's womb. Not many kids can do that. That's the first green flag. This guy was a legend. This kid was a legend. So we're gonna count the legendary counts in this guy. That's the first legendary count. He talks when he's in his mother's womb. The second thing, he birthed himself. His mother didn't give birth to him. He birthed himself. He just said, you know what, I'm coming out, man. And the guy came out and he was like, you know what, mom, wash me. And his mother was like, God damn, what's wrong with this child? If you can birth yourself, you can bath yourself. Actually, you can wash yourself. And the nigga was like, "Aye." He cut his umbilical cord, like he washed himself. God damn, when I was young, I was like, why did I not do that? Why did I not bath myself? I asked myself too many questions. Immediately after that, he started asking his mother questions. He was like, where's my father at? Where's my uncles at? Where are the men at of this village? And the mother replied with, they went to fight Mchawi Karaba and they never came back. I'm actually obviously interpreting it, and I'm using only the memory that I had back in 2010. So if I'm rough, you can not come at me, don't come at me, man. I don't remember these things so well. So the nigga was like, there's no one left, and his mother was like, nah, your uncle was the last man who actually lived here, and he's going right now to see Mchawi Karaba. Guess, just take a wild guess. What will this little nigga do? A. Continue taking a bath. B. Return into his mother's womb. C. Run after the uncle and go fight Mchawi Karaba with him. Obviously, he chose the latter.
On his way to fight Karaba the sorceress.
He is? Then I'd better go and help him.
Then he was like, I'm gonna help my uncle fight Mchawi Karaba. Then he is this tall, like my cat, this tall, and he has that much bravery in him. I know it's just a tale, but I was bamboozled by this. Okay, the nigga just ran there. He's as fast as a cheetah. I don't know how he reached there so fast. And the uncle was like, oh my god, what are you? You're so small. And then he was like, I'm your nephew. Yes, I'm your nephew. And the guy was like, you're too small, just go. Spoilers alert, in this movie everyone is naked. And we don't mind it. It's our culture. Back then women didn't wear bras. They just walked like that, exposing everything. It's nothing. It's not anything. And the children never wore clothes, so the nigga was clothless. So he went to work and took the elderly kofia of the guy and came back, and this nigga was like, oh, if the uncle found the cap on his way there, and he just said, oh my god, this maybe will make me look fierce, and he wore it. Immediately started talking to him, and I was like, oh my god, what's talking to me? And he was like, nah, I'm your nephew, just I'm up here. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing up there? He say, I want to go fight Mchawi Karaba with you. Fast forward, they went to Mchawi Karaba, and Mchawi Karaba is a sorceress. She has magic, and she wants all the magic and all the gold of that land. So she saw like the heart is talking to the man, and he was like, wait, how is the heart talking to you? It's full of magic. Give it to me and I'll let your village free. And the nigga did that. He left the heart there, and the nigga just left, singing that he saved the village. And Kirikou was still inside that heart. He came back and he switched it with a fake one, and Mchawi Karaba realized that it was fake, and then he sent his minions to go and tell the village, you know what, there was no real magic, now you gotta give us all your gold. And the women were like, god damn it, man. We don't have any gold, we just gave you all of it. And he said, just don't even spare any nugget. And then they left. And the women in that country, in that village, was like, man, you nigga, just why did you have to go, man? You could have just gotten eaten. Yani ungekuliwa tu. Atleta tu shida. Sorry for my language. It's Swahili. And that's what they did. They carried all the gold and brought it to Mchawi Karaba. She took it, and a few moments later, the minions came and they said, that's not all the gold that you have. Someone is hiding the gold. Okay, let me tell you something. In this movie, there's this one woman. who was speaking a lot, and she was like speaking a lot. She was the one who said that the uncle was like she could have just been eaten and not bring them the unfortunate event that they brought them. And he was like, the woman actually hid a piece of gold under her heart. So when the minions came, they started sniffing out the gold. When they found it, they burned out the village. And Kirikou was like, oh my god, man, what? Why did he do that? Why did he do that, man? And he was like, I'm gonna do something about it. So like Kirikou was like, I need to go, I need to find water. And that land had no water. Karaba had put a spell on that land so that they could not find any water. So that spell was like, they didn't know what was happening in the well, so it didn't produce any water. So they were like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? So Kirikou decided, you know, I'm gonna enter inside that source. And he entered there, and then he saw a very big marble-ish something. I don't know what that thing is. I'll put the picture right here. What is this? Comment the name down there. I don't know what the hell this is. Maybe it's some animal. I don't know. I did biology, but I don't know what this is. What is this? It got so big. That's the thing that was sucking up all the water that was coming into that village. So Kirikou did this. He hit up an iron and toward and pierced it. And he drowned and he died. Oh my god, that's how a legend dies. I told you this guy is legendary points 100, top tier 100. He dies there, but he's revived by singing. They were like, Kirikou ni mdogo ana akili. They say they were actually doing those praises, song praises, the women, because the village was only women left and one elder man and that other guy, the uncle. So like they started singing and he revived all of a sudden, I don't know, out of nowhere. And then there was this part of the tree that was chasing them. Oh my god, that thing give me shivers. The people who animated this and came up with this, oh my god, I give you credit. You made me have nightmares. This tree was running so fast, and Kirikou, with this size, had to cut it up because it captured all the children. And he was like, Gah! And he cut it. Nigga was so strong. He cut the tree up. I can even barely cut a twig with a machete. It's so hard, but this nigga did it. He did it. And then they sang. Surprisingly, they keep on singing in this movie. So there was this time when they had to Kirikou had to find out why the sorceress Mchawi Karaba was acting the way she was acting, and he went on a journey. He decided to go on a journey to find the answer. He was told that his grandfather lived in the mountains and he didn't know where. So he started his journey. I'm not going to tell you what happened throughout his journey. It was pretty adventurous. The nigga made a bird out of leaves. And he was born just yesterday. Oh my god. Okay, so he went and he found his grandfather, and his grandfather told him the thing that makes Mchawi Karaba bad is a thorn that was behind. She can't reach it. So like there's a point where your hand can't reach your back, like right here. That part there was a thorn right there. So Kirikou had to remove it. And Mchawi Karaba had already been informed about Kirikou, the mysterious boy who was messing around with the minions of Mchawi Karaba. So she said that whoever finds him is going to be gifted something, you know, those something stuff. So Kirikou decided to burrow downwards so that he can go inside the heart of Mchawi Karaba. But he managed to get inside there, but he found so much gold that he went back with it, and Mchawi Karaba decided to go after Kirikou herself. The nigga is so small, you can't find him. He's too cheeky. So while she was looking for Kirikou, Kirikou went on top of a tree and hid. When she was not looking at the back, he jumped and took the thorn off the back, and he was like, she screamed so much and became good, and then became hot. My first crush, Mazi. That was my first crush. A sorceress. I think it's because of the boobs. But that was my first crush. But Nini, and then Karaba asked Kirikou, what do you want as a gift? Because you brought me back. Just guess what this little nigga wanted. He said, I want a kiss from you. Oh my god. This nigga is a legend. Yeah? He's a legend. The nigga getting bitches when he's 1 day old. Oh my god. I'm suffering out here. I can't get. Let's continue. So yeah, the woman didn't even consider that she could actually get enchained, or what's it called, jailed, because of kissing a minor. Yeah, she kissed the guy, and guess what happened? The guy grew up. All of a sudden, what? became a big person, and I was like, oh my, what just happened? You kiss a woman, you become a man. Makes sense though. I don't know why, but it makes sense. So he became big, and he was like, I can't go back to my village when I'm naked. So, and Karaba decided to give him head and put clothes on him, and then they went back into the village, trying to convince the villagers that Karaba is actually a good person right now, and it revealed that she didn't eat all the other men. She actually just turned them into her minions all this time. So she's a good person, and it ended right there. That's the adventures of Kirikou. That's the story. God damn, nigga, the animation that was done in this movie, the colors, the red, the orange, the black, how they used to blend it in, the beauty, the plants around it, and how they actually were able to characterize the characters according to how they were, and how I think they got it from the Maasais, and how the hats were. And this movie is made from France, my guy. Sorry for that. It was made from France, and they knew all this. The only thing that fascinates me with the white people, or let me say like the Maju people, people who are at Maju, they are so detailed in their work. They don't miss out on anything. So if it's someone else's culture they're working on in a character, they must build it according to their research that is accurate. I'm going to upload them. Also, the best voicing of this movie was in Kiswahili, not in English. You can watch the English version. It's not even that fun. The music in this movie was phenomenal, done in Swahili, not in French. It doesn't make sense in French, although I don't know how to speak French, but I don't know, man. If you're a guy who saw this movie when you were small and you're from France, and you saw it in French and you liked it, good for you, man. Maybe you'll see it in Swahili and you're like, oh my god, what are they saying? But I like it. I'll give this movie 8 out of 10 because they actually made more. It's not 2 of them. I know we left 2, but they made more and it flopped. No one's just watching them. Yeah, thanks for watching. I just wanted to remind you a nostalgic version of animation that we left back in our lives. Children nowadays should stop watching Cocomelon and start watching children who are naked on their TVs. Kirikou is one animation I can actually recommend. It's a good one. Yeah, I'll applaud the people who made this, the people who thought of this. watch this. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I don't know where you'll find it. Just look for it and watch it. The Kiswahili version. Don't watch the French version. I don't know why I'm telling you to watch, because I looked for it and didn't find it. Yeah, that's it. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I'm on my way to 300. I have seen you guys subscribing more. I'm getting some subscribers. I've gained 2 subscribers. That's something, you know. That's not nothing. That's something. Thanks for that, and see you around. Peace.